Hi everyone, my name is Maria.
Hi, my name is Anastasia.
We are fashion stylists based in Los Angeles, and today we're going to be sharing with you guys a little bit about our stories and how we started being fashion stylists.
Maria, tell me a little bit more about yourself. Where are you from and how long have you been in LA?
So I am from Uruguay, that's a small country in South America, and I moved to Los Angeles about 7 years ago in 2016. I came here originally to study acting, but now I'm a fashion stylist, and nothing, I really like it here. What about you?
Perfect. Okay, I'm originally from Russia and I came to California when I was 17 by myself, and I came to study business, and it was in San Diego. After I graduated, completed my business degree, I moved to LA just because I knew that here would be more opportunities in fashion industry, So yeah, in LA I've been for the past 5 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And how did you decided to move to LA?
Okay, so when I was 15 and I was still in high school back home, my parents decided to send me to LA to like international English school, and I came for the summer. I was in love with California, so when it was the time I was graduating from high school, I asked my parents if they could, send me here for college, for university. And they said yes, sure. So basically that's how I picked,
Wow.
like I knew that I want to come specifically to California because I was totally in love.
Nice.
Yeah, what about you? What made you pick LA
LA.
specifically?
So first, because I wanted to study acting, so I came here for that reason. But I ended up coming to LA because I lived in New York before and I loved it. I liked the experience, but I thought it was a little bit too crazy. So then I'm like, I'm gonna try LA because I feel like here you can have like the quiet life if you want, and like, I don't know, have your routine and do your daily things. But then you can also be super busy and work. So that's why I like Los Angeles.
Yeah,
live.
that's true. Okay. And also tell me what motivated you to get into styling.
Styling. Okay, so I studied fashion design when I was younger, and I loved it. I actually designed it after finishing my studies. I designed a few collections, and I had a little brand and everything.
In Uruguay?
In Uruguay,
Okay.
yes. But then I wanted to do something else. Like I wanted to an international internship. So I went to New York. And there I found an internship as the personal assistant of a stylist. And that's how I fell in love with like fashion styling, because I was like assisting her and helping her, and I felt like it was such a creative job. And you can I don't know, do a lot even though you don't have to make your own collection. You can like create so much that I loved it, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. And then it took me a few years to actually start doing it. But that's how I decided. What about you?
That's cool. Okay, for me, I feel like it started way early in my childhood, to be honest. Yeah. I even remember how I'm like maybe 13, 14 years old, and I remember that I was obsessed spending time in shopping malls. I would go with my mom to a shopping mall, and it would be like my type of like entertainment like for the kid, like instead of going to like kids places, I was like, I want to go to store. I want to keep taking a look at like clothing and stuff. And also I remember that like I was in school, high school, middle school, I was kind of like a trendsetter in school.
Yeah.
I would like wear this like platform sneakers,
that's so
first
interesting.
one in the whole school. And first, like people were like, oh my god, like this looks funny, like what are you wearing? Half a year later, all school wearing the same thing. And then I would move to the next trend. I would be the first person who wear it, and then the rest of the school would wear it a little later. So I was kind of like naturally feeling what would be trendy, what's not, how to mix colors together. I would always experiment, even though like sometimes like my classmates would like make fun of me. Sometimes
Of course,
I would wear
like
something crazy, but like I was really brave with like my fashion decisions. And already when I was like 15, 16, I was like, okay, I already know that not only I want to work in fashion, I knew that I want to do styling specifically.
Wow.
Yeah, I was good like picking outfits. My friends, my relatives, family, they would ask me to like put outfit together, and I was like, that's gonna be easy, I'll do it. So I was like, okay, if I'm good at it, I think I should make money out of it, you know.
For sure. And I think that happens to like most stylists, that that our friends ask us for advice or something, and that's how we realize like, oh, this could be something, you know, because it happened to me too all the time. So yeah, that's good.
Okay, so now I want to know like how you actually, okay, we know like we both loved styling, helping our friends and stuff, but like how we made it our work, how we started looking for first clients and started getting paid for styling. What was your experience?
So in my experience, I started working as a stylist when I was still back in my country. I don't know, like because I had this fashion collection, I was creating the whole photo shoot, and I was already styling things. And that's how I met this girl, and she's like, oh, can you work for me? And there is not like a popular thing to do. So I was working, I was styling her, but I wasn't really getting paid. And I was having so much fun. I'm like, I don't know, like maybe I should do this, like, but I can't do that in my country. That's also one of the reasons why I left, you know. But then I came to LA, and it happened like almost as an accident. I was because I was studying acting, and then a friend of mine asked me to style her for like an event or something. And then because of that, I met her friend, and she's like, oh, I want you to style me too. And so it started all like as a joke. And then after that, I started like charging a little bit, you know, and that's how I ended up like meeting new clients and stuff and making money out of it.
Okay, that's really
But
cool.
it was, of course, a process, you know, and at the beginning, you never know how much to charge, because you're like, you don't know, then probably we're also going to talk about that. But you don't really know like the type of service you're giving, and you don't know how much you're supposed to charge and stuff. So at the beginning, let's say I could make money, but it wasn't really like a lot, you know.
Yeah, of course.
What about you?
Okay. With me, so I decided to create a blog on social media. And I already knew that from the blog, it would be like way easier to attract clients. You know, you could like share your portfolio there, you could share with people some educational content, and in that way also attracting more clients. So I created Instagram page. I started posting bunch of like educational fashion content. I would post my outfits. I would actually put target marketing on Instagram to attract clients. But actually my first client came from LinkedIn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he somehow like was searching for stylists, and in my LinkedIn profile I put that I'm a stylist, some more information. So he found it there, and he hired me for a closet cleanse. So that was my first client. Yeah, of course, same, like my prices weren't high. I was charging for like closet cleanse maybe like only $200. But yeah, and then eventually through my blog I got more and more clients. Yeah.
Nice.
So basically social media.
Social media is so important nowadays. Like it's important. I feel like especially here in LA, it's used as your resume.
Exactly.
You know? So if you have it there, like you're showing your work, I think you're doing the right thing, because everyone checks your Instagram. Even though like later they can check like your website or your resume or whatever, I feel like everything starts on Instagram.
True, that's true. Yeah. So it's important to like always keep up with your social media, but it feels like sometimes as a separate job to post, create stories, reels. Now we're doing YouTube, like it's a separate job. Some people don't even understand it, you know?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So I want to know exactly what is it that you do.
So okay, I offer multiple services, pretty much anything regarding to styling, but I prefer, and I'm trying to focus on personal styling. And that would include image consulting, just the consultation. It would include closet clean out, online or offline shopping, styling for an event, styling like one person for a photo shoot or for vacation, helping them pick wherever they're gonna, bring with them on vacation and stuff like that. So I'm trying to focus on that. I really like one-on-one work, and I don't like working in big teams. And it's crazy because a lot of people like, oh my god, you don't like, photo shoot styling with a huge team. And I'm like, no, I hate working in teams, to be honest. But of course, sometimes I'm getting asked to style commercial shoots, sometimes music videos, just editorial photo shoots. So yes, I would still offer this type of service, but I'm trying to take those projects less and less, because that's not my favorite thing. In a big team, everyone has their own opinion. Photo shoot's gonna start, I would pick an outfit, and then the photographer comes and he's like, no, let's maybe change the top, I'm not sure that I like the top. Makeup artist comes and they're gonna share their opinion. The model is gonna share her opinion. So sometimes, unfortunately, I feel like if you're not a huge celebrity stylist, people gonna try to like change your outfits, and that's what I don't like. With my clients, when it's one-on-one personal work, like I'm the one they gonna listen to. So personal styling is what I'm focusing on right now. What about you?
That's good. And it's funny because for me it's quite the opposite. It's not like, it's not that I love working in teams, to be honest, because I do feel like it's really hard. But I only feel that in editorial photo shoots you can use more your creativity, even though you have to hear the other person's opinion, like the photographer, and that's sometimes annoying. Also because we are all super different, and then it's sometimes hard to like get along with everyone in the photo shoot.
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
Yeah, so that's so true. But I only think that, for example, if someone tells me, a client comes with a vision and tells me like, I want to do something like this, and I can add my part of creativity and like, I don't know, like go with something crazy and create something that maybe, of course, I'm not going to be able to create with a personal client, you know what I mean? Because personal clients are more like simple things. But then I love working with personal styling because I like that relationship you build with your client. And then, of course, we're going to talk about that later in another video. But I like to see the evolution of my client, like the person that I meet when we first start working and how it finishes, and like how much they get super confident, and I don't know, everything changes. I love that process. So I do also love personal styling. But I like editorial too. I don't know, like I think I would prefer to work in an editorial right now.
I see. That's cool. Like we're the opposite. Because I'm like, okay, please, I'd love to have a lot of personal like styling sessions. I don't want to do any like commercial styling or photo shoot styling anymore. But like you're the opposite. That's funny.
It's funny, but I do right now. I work more with personal styling. So let's see how it goes in the future.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Okay, so maybe let's share a story how we actually like met each other and why we're doing this together. Like how we came up with this YouTube idea.
Yeah, so basically I found Anastasia on Instagram. And I reached out to her especially because I feel like all the people that I surround myself with are not in my field, and I do like to like, I don't know, know people that that do the same, maybe not the same thing, but just like that we can connect through like the art or I don't know, whatever we do. So that's why I reached out and I told you like, hey, I love your Instagram, let's get a coffee together, let's hang out. And you right away answered like, let's do it. And that's how it happened.
So we've met, we got coffee, we got like comfortable talking to each other, and right away we started sharing like a bunch of like ideas how we could collaborate and like maybe we should do YouTube or online course or something like that. So yeah, that's basically and I like how we did everything like quickly. We weren't like, oh, maybe let's think for another month. We'd be like, okay, this Friday I have a camera, you have a lighting, okay, we're meeting and we're doing the YouTube episodes.
Like literally we met 1 week ago, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And today we're shooting this video.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love that. I think it's amazing.
And then also, so maybe let's share like what they need to like expect from us, what type of videos we're gonna do.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be sharing things we know about fashion styling, in particular
about the industry,
but we would love to also have like guests that maybe work, like photographers or people that work in fashion shoots,
anyone related to fashion industry in LA. Yeah.
And of course we're gonna talk about trends and stuff,
maybe like shopping reviews, fashion news,
tips on like
tips, recommendations,
everything.
Yeah. So you guys can follow our blog here, and also you can find both of our Instagrams in the description below.
And stay tuned for the next episode.
Cool. It was so funny, oh my god.